Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Everquest Landmark. We've got our home here. Keep wanting to call it a cabin, but it's really not going to turn out to be a cabin. Now, last time we were in here, I actually did wood paneling where you can see stone along here for the walls. I actually went and replaced it with stone because I had a kind of a different vision. Once I started thinking about this and looking around at some different places, I thought, oh, you know what? Let's go stone around here because we're going to go stone up to a certain distance and then wood. So that's going to be the plan. Additionally, I've gone through and I kind of completed the stairs here. Now, it was suggested to me, unfortunately I don't recall who off the top of my head, but whoever you were, thank you, I forgot. But it was suggested to me that I not only do a step, but I actually do both of the steps and the landing areas there as well to copy and paste down into here because it would make it easier. And indeed, that was a good idea. So I've gone ahead and done that, and then I miscalculated the size here. So I did have to deepen the tunnel down essentially, but I did do that and make sure that I had the right measurements. At least I hope so. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and copy this guy. Let's do this. We're going to start moving this down there. So select to there. I'm going to kind of look and make sure I went to the edge. Looks like I did not. Something like that. We are down to the bottom of it, and it looks like we've made it to the top of it. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and copy this now and move our view. So there's been some updates since the last time I was in here, and some of the controls changed a little bit, so I'm trying to get used to them. I do think it was for the better. Let's go ahead and we do a, let's see, it was a, I'm trying to think here. Control V. Let's see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just drop this, even though it's kind of clipped in there. We can hold shift, click, and it gives us the controls here so we can move this around. So this is going to be the test. Did I leave enough room? Let's see. You're not clipping, you're touching. There, you're clipping, back it out. Okay, not quite because we have the floor there. That's right. Let's see here. Trying to angle my view there. Bring this in, touch it to there. Excellent. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring it up. Bring it up to this level. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it all the way up here. Looks like I need to go one more. And then we're going to take a look because I think that it might be a little snug. If I start it there and then walk down, yeah, there's really not a big enough gap there. So we do have to go down to where the actual hole in the ground starts. I kind of thought we might have to do that. Something like that. And then we'll have to do a small set of stairs down to that landing platform. But that's the basic concept. It looks like it does fit in there nice and snug. So we did this pretty well. Obviously we're going to have some clipping up here. I'm going to go ahead and check mark that. And we're just going to end up deleting a lot of this stuff. Back out of there. So we're going to have to redo this floor here, but that's actually going to be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and get our selection tool. Something like that. And down to there. I think that's right. Yeah, we're going to have to redo a bit of the wall here to the home, but that's okay. Let's step down here. It looks like I missed just a little bit of this. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. We'll get some steps to come down to where I'm at here. We'll probably just continue this line of stairway all the way up to the top. We'll redo the floor to match it. And then as you can see, we'll kind of step down here and we'll circle around. Now, obviously I clipped the steps above because we didn't need them, but I think that's pretty good. And I'm trying to decide. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to actually paste from here. Do this again. Something like this. And try to find those edges. It looks like I did have it right there. And yep, we had it there as well. So now we just got to bring this down, match it up. Pretty much get this lined up right. Actually, right there, I think. That looks right. Let's go ahead and do that. Paste that. Look at that. It's pretty. So we're going to roll down here, and we're just going to keep doing this. This is going to work out pretty well. Yes, we're done. Okay, go away. Let's see here once again. See, this gets a little we kind of get in some narrow confines. I actually don't know what just happened. I think I got stuck. That was bizarre. All right, let's try it again. So again, we can hold, let's see, shift, bring this guy back to here. That's going to be lined up just right, isn't it? It's down one, that's it. I'm going to double check that real quick against the far wall. Yep, looks right. Do that, close that, and we loop around. Again, a little hard to see through there. So we are just about down there. Actually, let me escape out of there. So that's our entryway down there. We may have to, you know, reconfigure some things once we get it down to that point, but I think we've just about got it. Let's do this. Bring it in. Bring it down. It'll line up our stairs here. Just about there. Cool. Paste that. Go ahead and close this. So where does that put us? Pretty close. Actually, look at that. That's going to be just right. And then what we'll do is we'll just carry the stairs right on down there. So we've got this pretty well set up. Let's try to loop around these stairs here. Let's go into... Let me see. Where's my zoom here? Let's get in here. Let's do a little first-person view. It's really fun because it kind of reminds me of... You know, we're playing Everquest, but it reminds me of playing it back in the day because you played from the first-person point of view. There we go. So we have our stairs all the way down. We're going to go ahead and finish that out. In fact, one of the things I could do, because this is essentially the segment that we need, back this up, we can actually just go ahead and copy this part. I guess I could have copied that down there. Let's just go ahead and sidestep left to right and drop down each of these. Something like that. Cool. Okay. And actually, it looks like we're going to probably need a couple of these. Yeah, that's fine. Bump these against the wall. Bring it to the top. I may have to come underneath this to make sure I've got it lined up right. Something like that. Okay. And I think I need to go up from there. Looks like it. Oh, that's the... A little hard to tell. I suppose if I'm one down, it's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And, of course, we've got one more. Now, I need to think about this a bit. If we paste this... Oh, actually, you know what? I could clip it right into it, and that'll take care of it. I was going to say, if you bring it down into under the ground, when you paste it, you are asked to choose whether you want to paste the air as well, which would essentially delete the floor under me a little bit, but this is actually going to work. We're going to clip the stairs above, so I think we're right on there, actually. Cool. Look at that. Perfect. Excellent. I may end up walling this off. I'm not really sure. I could open it up and kind of do something back behind it. That's probably the way to go, but that's that. We have the stairs all the way down. Very cool. This obviously runs us back out. And we could do pretty much just a straight shot down to that level. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just run outside real quick. And just come back up this way. Come back up from the bottom. I do want to take a look over here and see what I did with the floor hole. Because I got close to the edge. Actually, it does not look like it's a problem. Very cool. So that is that. I think what we can do now is actually, finally, delete these stairs out of here. Get rid of this thing. If we need more, we've already got it laid out so we can copy from what's been used so far. Something like that. Excellent. We have our floor space back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and clean the floor up at this level. Bring the stairs up there and wrap this up. Okay, I think I've got things squared away down there, at least for now. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do some earth kind of rock down to where this wood is, from the bottom of the floor, basically down to where my head is. to connect, almost like it went down through the earth a little bit. And then we got the wood paneling. And I do circle that all the way around. I've got a torch there, and then I've got one on one of the last steps down there. So that's pretty much squared away for now. What I want to do is move on to the walls up here and get this going. So basically I've got these columns, these thick wooden columns, and I want to carry, you know, this size, this kind of the width and depth of the column. I want to keep that and carry that across the top of this. So let's go ahead and do that. Now what we want to do is we want to grab the line tool, and I've already kind of scrolled this up to the 3 voxel size. So let me kind of back out here. So we're just going to click this side and then connect it to that side. And of course I had the wrong wood selected. I've got the wood paneling from the staircase selected, and I thought, okay, well, let's look at it, but no, not so much. Let's not do that. So what I'm going to want to do is find the right wood, and that's going to be an issue because I don't remember what I used before. I think it might be this. Let's give that a whirl. Let's go from here to there. That's the one. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of move around here, connect these up, and see what that looks like. Let's see. Can you go through? I don't know if you can go through stuff. It looks like you can. Interesting. And then you could just delete this. You could do it either way. I just wanted to experiment and see if that was going to allow me to do that. Okay. Let's go to this back side and get that going. And somewhere, it does let you do it at a bit of an angle too. It just kind of depends. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking. And then we would do basically a 1 voxel thick panel of wood along here, up along the top. And I'm kind of thinking, let's see if we can find, I think it's this guy. It's pretty much what I'm standing on right here. That's what I had in mind for going along the top here. Let's actually do it on this side. We're still on the line tool. That's not what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the same over here. Cool. Then we'll grab the line tool. Kind of pan back here. Just gonna see what this looks like. Probably from the inside and the out. They're very similar, but it looks kind of cool. It might be a little too busy with all these, you know, stone and thin wood, stone, thick wood, another kind of wood. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think I'm getting thrown by this quote-unquote wood look here, too. It's supposed to be a wood grain, but in high quantities, the way I have it, it doesn't look all that great. I could certainly try painting it. Let's maybe see what that's all about. Let's see. We've got our wood selected, so might be a better way to go. It's really kind of throwing me. It always has, but I thought it might be okay, but it's really kind of bugging me. Of course, if I do this, I'm going to want a different wood up top. I don't want the same wood down in this area used as the one that I use along the top here. So I may have to play around with I may have to play around with it a little bit and decide which I want to go with. But I think I think it's not bad. I mean, I might actually pull the bottom layer of wood out here too. That might be just a bit too much. Let's experiment and see what I land on. So I've got a new wall up here. In fact, I decided to just take everything down. I took all the walls down that I had up because I just wanted to get a different look at things. And this time I went with more of a green stone here. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm not sure it goes well with the wood that's out here, so I'll probably change this down the road. But anyway, this is what we're looking at right now. We got the green stone, the light below, and then we've got the wood up top. So basically I just need to wrap this all up, get it going all the way around this thing. So let's see here. 3 there, up to here. Gonna copy that. And we just gotta move it right on over here. Cool, so there's that side. And then I've already measured the space between these two, and it's 42 voxels that we need. So we're just going to go ahead and select till I get to the 42, somewhere in there. Let's see, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I really wanted either. Come on, Weem. 42, 1 by 1, that's fine. Let's try to get down here a bit. There we go. We need that 3 wide. Plus we need to move it up. I don't want the floor. There we go. That's kind of the piece we are looking for there. So we're going to paste this down. Tilde scroll. Tilde. And scroll up just to make sure we're there. Now, we'll kind of shift place this so I can walk over here and make sure that I've got this lined up. Something like that. Looks about right. We've got the white lines there indicating it's bumping up against that. So we paste it and we slide this all the way down here because we want another one. Of course, I knocked myself outside of the room. Didn't really think about that, did I? That's okay. We got a good view over here, so perfect. That's right where we want that. Now we just need to... Oh, oh no. I don't have a gap there. Let's look over here. Everything's lined up, but I got a little... I selected one up from the ground. Okay, well that's easy enough to fill in. We'll worry about that in a second. But for now, let's go ahead, measure this guy out. Here to here will do. What are we, 42? So let's see. I'm going to bring this edge in a bit if I can. I said 42, so... somewhere along here is where I want the right edge of the door. Right, let's see, 27. Okay, so let's see, 13 gets me to 40, so 14, 15 in I just came, which 15 out of that means I need to come down to 12. So that would be the center for the door. Let's see. Which means this is the part we want to delete. Let's see, did I make that thick enough? I actually don't think I did. Okay, cool. Now we have our entryway there. And again, we'll have to fill in the floor a bit, but that's not really a problem. In fact, I can just come over here really quick. Let's see, where's my guy? 42, 1 by 1. Yep, that's what I need. Let's see, tilde, rotate. Bring this guy up a bit. Oh, I hit escape. Dang it. Let's see. Let's try that again. And that. Somewhere around there. We'll shift place that so I can move it around. Let's see here. Am I close? Looks like I'm right in there. Except I'm not. No. No, not what I wanted. Let's see, one in. I feel like I might have... No, that'll do. Okay, cool. Let's scroll this back. Drag this guy over here. In fact, we can kind of run with it too. Come on, keep moving. It's a slow going here. Okay. I think we're lined up there. And finally, we'll just have to chop this bottom part out for the door. Cool. Now I do have some corners to kind of deal with. Some of this stuff I didn't bring over the column that's there, so that's going to have to come over. That's easy enough to copy in though, and I think this is looking all right. It's kind of cool. So we have to do the corners to finish that up, and then I think what we'll do is we'll cap it along the top, and yeah, we'll be well underway and prepped to start on the roof. Well, here's where I've landed so far tonight. I've got the darker green stone, I got the light wood, and I actually switched out the stone along the bottom to the much larger pieces here. I thought that looked kind of cool. I may still play around with this a bit. I did lighten up the wood here and used a diagonal pattern. It's a little hard to see, but there are lines. Easier to see in the shade actually over there. but I may still experiment with that a bit more. Otherwise, we've got this pretty well laid out inside. Obviously, we have all the stairs done, which was a big thing. The stairs all the way down, we got the walls done. So next up, we'll be working on the roof. That's pretty much the next step, and I'll probably do some kind of rafter system. I don't know. We're gonna have to play with it. We'll see how that goes when the time comes. I do hope you guys stop in next time and check that out, and we'll get this thing wrapped up in no time. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.